Get to work. I was sitting here watching the football games, and you have Greg Olson, former tight end. He's sitting there, he's shot on CD Lamb by this Woods guy who was doing what he's coached to do. But people have done stuff like this to people for thousands of years. And he's like, "Well, that wasn't a penalty." I was like, "Yeah, he was. What? It's tackle football." Okay. 2 words: Darryl Stingley. Okay. Or Jack Tatum. Take your pick. Okay. And Jack Tatum was taught like that Woods kid, hit him, knock him, make him afraid to catch the ball over the middle, knock the ball loose, right? It's exercise. It's a fucking game we play, and the pads and stuff are there to make sure that when we're getting tackled, that and people land on us and stuff to keep us, protect us and keep us safe, right? They added on the plastic and stuff like that. I think the pads were like leather. A long time ago, they had leather helmets and leather pads and leather and stuff, and then it changed to the projectile. Let's beat the shit out of each other for other people's entertainment bullshit we have today. I don't know how they'll. What advances they'll make in the pads, but it's like having a helmet. The helmet is like having a roller skating helmet and because it's like car crashes. These guys are moving 22, 25 miles an hour. Some of us can even move faster than that. And jealous little fucks. It's going to be nice to know when there's someone like me in the future. And he can run real fast to protect children from predators like you. That people will be human and go, "Oh, that's the guy who's like Earl." Yeah, this guy who's like Earl. And so it's going to be really nice. But you know what? Greg Olson, because he has brain damage, doesn't understand. It's tackle football. You're supposed to just you let him catch it. If you can't make a play on the ball, then you tackle him and stop his forward progress. It's a game. It's just exercise. It's a game. Money's not real. Jesus and me are. Okay. I'm like King David. Okay. And you got to understand that. All right. And then you got these people. They had me watch the thing on Jeff Bezos. The thing that's an addiction. Okay. And I'm the spirit of eternal faithful Father. And if you don't have the same hopes and dreams and aspirations for other people's children as you do your own, you're a failure as a human being. Okay? So my hopes and dreams and aspirations are that Jeff Bezos can understand that, those big Martin Heinrich thingamajigs, they're just as genocidal and just as eco of a disaster for this environment, for this state and this environment, these people, as that Elephant Butte fucking dam. Okay. We know, okay, as people that understand science, okay, that fucking dam has to come down. And all the stuff built where the river used to be before they built the dam is going to have to be torn down and moved out of the way and get all the stuff that could be toxic and get all the stuff that people might have buried that has, stuff that's not healthy. That means probably, definitely the landfill. Okay, because it's right next to the river. Because these people are fucking stupid. Are you going to give me any other explanation? I don't know. I'm a rocket scientist and you're a liar. Yeah, fuck. Okay. Jealous, envious, selfish. I want what you have. I don't have it because I'm not worthy of it. That kind of shit. Okay. Wanting to build. I understood at first why they wanted to build those gravity spaceship Yorktown things and stuff because, it might be necessary. But then when I sat and I watched that movie on Star Trek, it's like the planet's right fucking there. They're not in spacesuits. It has trees. It has a living woman on it. It has oxygen, plants, food. The Holy Grail is right there, and they're fighting and killing to try to do stem cell research to unnaturally elongate their lives and float around in their inventions and say it's greater than God's creation. You've seen the same Star Trek movie, and they're playing rock music and killing each other and blowing each other up. And shut up! It's destroy, build, destroy. Okay, God created it, we destroyed it, and we just tried to build it better, and that's not true. Okay? It's not true. Without God's creation, you can't build anything that you think is better than God's creation. Okay, 2 and 2 is 4. I'm an excellent driver. 20 minutes to Wapner. They give me this job because I'm smart, not because I'm gorgeous. Look, I was gorgeous. When I was young, I was really cute. I was a cute kid. I come from very attractive parents. Okay? And I make Judge Judy and all the judges on TV look like they're monkeys playing with their poo-poo and asking people for money to watch them play with their poo-poo. Okay? I knew that when I talked to Punchy about it, Sierra Vista. When Michelle stood up for me. I said I didn't know how intelligent I was till I had all these people that are supposed to be so intelligent come and challenge me. And I would go, okay, it's blatantly obvious. It's okay. I mean, I always knew I was really intelligent and very protecting of people that were bullied in all aspects, condescending, abrasive, aggressive academics. When they put me in that honors class at Cruces High. Well, it's mighty white of you, Mr. South Africaner. I was the only one that would do it. I confronted that kid. I confronted Swank, who was buddies with the sheriff, who was a KKKer and was the Stacy Keach character of American. I tried to explain that to Amy. It's like, no, that really happened to me in real life, but I didn't become a Nazi like Edward Norton's little punk, bitchy-ass, shitty character. I was always the protector. I was born that way. Okay? And they all were, the teacher was our history teacher. The guy who was the head was a history teacher. And he would talk about how we got to get back to where we should be able to own women. While one of my best friends who was black's girlfriend was in the class who was black and said that. And I got up and said to him, "You're pathetic, Mr. Swank. Wanting to own another man's wife so you can have sex with it? They're human beings and they're beautiful humans." Kimmy was wonderful. Darryl's girlfriend, she was fun. She was hilarious. She had a great sense of humor. I also had her in Mrs. Bromley's class. When me and Larry Morgan were sitting there being stupid and crying to that ridiculous Jane Seymour movie with Christopher Reeves, and they were like, "Why are you crying?" It's like, it's Jane Seymour. She's got her British accent and she's fine, right? And they're like, "You pigs." It's like, no. It's like, no, we weren't crying because of the movie. It's like, oh my God, they took away having sex with the hot girl with the British accent. We were funny. Mrs. Bromley thought it was hilarious. She's like, these kids, teenagers. It was very funny. Oh, me and Larry Morgan, we're hilarious. Yeah. Larry's the one who picked me up that day. Him and Darryl talked about it, and they picked me up. Him and Darryl probably talked about it, but one of them neither knew that they had to pick me up because Swank's boys allegedly were going to pick me up and take me out into the desert. And I got pissed at him, and I said, well, okay, I leave school at a set amount of time. I'll be at this and that. And then I got up to Missouri, and Larry came up and said, "You look like you need a ride." Sure, I forgot all about it. It wasn't a challenge. Oh, no, I have to wait here in case Swank's KKK trained boys show up. I didn't even think about it. I went off on them, But I didn't sit there and think about, oh, no. I just sit there and went, okay. And when Larry picked me up, it was that same day. Me and Larry drove in the car, and we were listening to Yellow Brick Road on the radio. We were both joking around, like, Elton's the king. Yeah, he is the king of our generation. It's like, he's gay, too. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. We should have. It's like Liberace. We were both joking around about it. But we both really agreed that we really liked Elton John's music, right? I dig Elton John, me too. And the other thing is we didn't really talk about it then, but I should have said, well, Bernie. Bernie writes really good songs, right? He's one of my favorite songwriters of the 1970s, Bernie. From Paul Davis. Bernie writes the lyrics and Elton writes the music and the melody. Superstar. It's kind of a dude. Linda, you're looking thinner than you used to be. I think he talks about Linda Ronstadt, Joni Mitchell. And who else? About just people that other music people in the music industry that he really appreciates and admires and thinks they're really good. It's called Superstars by Paul Davis, one of my favorite singers as a kid. Another 70s thing stuff. But not my favorite song of his. My favorite song of his is Sweet Life and then Do Right. My first song that drew me into him was I Go Crazy. That's a damn good song. Yeah, it's a very good song. He's good. But guys, I wish for you, all of you, okay, the humility and the wisdom to want to live the Lord's Prayer so everybody can share it. The kindness and the courageousness not to want to be the great champion or problem solver so we can all enjoy the beauty of our lives. I do wish for you that because I'm intelligent. I feel like Nick Huckdell. Maybe someday someone will come holding back the years. Yeah. This is just a game and money's not real. I'm watching football, but it's just a game and money's not real. And this gladiator culture is as broken as our scientists, our engineers, our doctors, our lawyers. We know for a fact, okay, that birth defects are caused by toxic environments and stress. You know that from Dickens. Okay, if you live in inefficient conditions and you don't have what you need to survive, Tiny Tim dies. Okay, it's okay. It's just a way to decrease the surplus population. These people haven't changed much since the Dickens, eh? You know what I'm saying there, man? Okay, mate? So you guys really got to understand, okay, today we have mass communications to understand and share the perfection and beauty of kind, courageous, beautiful men like King David, King Jesus, King Mohammed, and others like myself. And radically change the earth's landscape and the way we love one another and educate and liberate one another instead of dictate, legislate, and abuse one another. No more P. Diddy freakouts. No more people getting lawyers and saying, hey, prove it. It's like, well, just forgive debt and trespass and love one eternal faithful peace. We'll try into ways to forgive and carry on and won't put people in those kind of vulnerable situations again, so it will never happen again. Taking these people and incarcerating them so they can be sexually assaulted in prison isn't going to stop the behaviors. Life eternal, grace is infinite, right? Okay. If you have the same hopes and dreams and aspirations for other people's children as you do your own, then you understand somebody like Jesus and me, all right? Well, I love you. Let's load this up. We'll see how long it takes. The other one took over 3 hours. All right, peace out, man.